Hope you guys are doing good wherever you're located. And I wanted to bring another cryptocurrency video to you guys. And before I even say anything, and I'm not even sure if I should be saying this. I've noticed a lot of other YouTubers stopping, but I wanted to go ahead and say that I'm not a cryptocurrency or any form of financial advisor. There's no intention to be giving any advice. So guys, always do your own research and due diligence. So, we've seen some price movement in Bitcoin in the recent weeks, especially in the last 2 weeks. Whenever the news came that PayPal was pretty much going to join the crypto game, and then from about 12.5, we saw it shoot up to about 13.5. So now we're seeing Bitcoin holding at 13.5, or from 13,000 to 13.5. So we'll see if it'll be able to hold in the next couple weeks as well. Obviously, Jack Dorsey's Square announced that they were gonna be holding some Bitcoin. So what they did was they went ahead and put in 1% of their financial holdings into Bitcoin, and that caused the price to go up from 11,003 or 11,005 to about 12.5, and then for PayPal to also be on par with Square, which is pretty much their main competitor. They said, okay, you know what? While it's not too late, let's go ahead and make the move and also buy Bitcoin and move some of our financial give or take right now as of 10:30, 2020, 3 p.m. Pacific time sharp. So that's exactly where we are as of this very moment. And I just want to reiterate that previously in my videos, I did mention that we will see Bitcoin have a price drop to about 8,500 to about 10,005 again, depending on what the circumstances are going to be. But I strongly believe that we'll see 8,500 again and 9,500 as well. So we'll definitely be seeing those prices. In my opinion, that's what I've said in my previous videos. And with that said, the reason why I just want to quickly mention why is because, again, there's more and more crypto miners entering the space of cryptocurrency mining, and there's also more cryptocurrency hardware that is being produced that is going to be faster in terms of producing Bitcoin. So all of these factors are absolutely going to be playing a very significant role in terms of what the Bitcoin price is going to be for the weeks, months, and years to come. So, I believe that the economy and the market and also the cryptocurrency space is in a little bit of a bubble. I think that the price right now should actually be about 11,000 or about 10,005. Just because the Bitcoin halving took place, it does not necessarily mean that the price is going to double. It doesn't necessarily work that way. And that's exactly what happened. I think that the current price of 13.5 is pretty much because of hype. And obviously hype drives prices if you guys don't know. So we'll have to wait and see, especially in the next coming days. It is election week in less than 7 days, on November the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. So election day is going to come. We don't know how things are going to work out. The stock market fell a little bit. I believe it was on Tuesday that where the stock market in general started to slip a little bit in terms of their prices. And the reason of that was simply because that the news is again now getting out that the coronavirus spike is on its way again, and that we are entering a second wave, or partially a second wave. Now, another thing that's important to mention regarding the coronavirus and news in general is that, guys, the principle to the principle where it would be to build is more difficult than it is to destroy should be taken into account whenever you're looking at markets in general. So, for example, news also drives prices, correct? So, whenever good news comes out, the price goes up only a certain amount. But when bad news kicks in, well, the price slumps down in a far more major manner. So there's a far bigger margin whenever bad news takes place and pretty much gets out to investors, and that's when the price pretty much slumps as a bigger percentage than it would for good news for the price to climb up. So, for example, Jack Dorsey Square getting in to PayPal, getting into Bitcoin, pretty much drove the price up of about $1,000 or about 8% from 11.5 all the way to, I mean, from 10.5 all the way to 11.5. And then whenever PayPal also decided to announce that they're getting into the cryptocurrency space, that also drove up the price from about 11.5 to about 12.5. But if you guys recall, in March, whenever the coronavirus news kicked in, well, we've had record high crashes, and crashes in a way where it was absolutely unheard of and was at a scale that has never and had never been seen before. So, um, just keep that in mind, guys. We don't know what the next couple days hold. There hasn't been a single human being that's lived in the next couple days. We don't know what's going to happen in the next couple days in regards to the election. And 2020 has not stopped with the surprises, so we are going to have to wait and see what happens. Now, PayPal was quite much the big institution and the big name that said that they're entering the game of the cryptocurrency space. And so the question that I'm wondering now is that, okay, Square joined the game, PayPal joined the game, who or what is next? And that's obviously a very difficult question. The world is a big place, but there's a lot of politics involved, guys, in terms of who invests first, how much which institution buys Bitcoin for, what the price should be, who the miners are, and there's just so much to take into account for. So we'll have to wait and see in terms of the news that we're gonna be getting for as to who's going to be joining the cryptocurrency space. So there's obviously a lot of competition, um, and I can absolutely say that there's gonna be some big names joining the cryptocurrency space and also the mining space in turn. So these are all going to factor into what the Bitcoin price is, but again, the Bitcoin price, in my opinion, is majorly driven by its scarcity and also the fact that it's decentralized, and decentralized in the sense that there isn't really a prime owner, and that there's just cryptocurrency mining companies and pools that pretty much hold the majority of the Bitcoin, and that's pretty much where that's exactly where the decentralization is. So we don't know which institutions are going to get in, and we don't know who is going to get in. There's obviously a lot of conglomerates with lots of money, but the thing is, guys, I think it was J.P. Morgan's Jimmy Demon, or I can't exactly recall how to pronounce his name, but what he pretty much said was, just don't forget, guys, everybody is in the cryptocurrency space to make money. And at the end of the day, you guys have to remember that the world is a business and that everyone is looking to gain financial assets and increase their holdings. Whether it's me, whether it's billionaires, millionaires, financial institutions, anything and anyone. So just keep that also in mind, guys. So there is a lot of politics involved in the crypto space. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I mean, there's always Berkshire Hathaway, that can probably do something. I know Warren Buffett is someone that loves money, and he doesn't like to spend a dime when he doesn't have to. So, and that is actually a form of attitude. It's not that he's actually cheap. He's not someone that's cheap. It's just the attitude that pretty much puts him in the position that you know that pretty much is where he's at. So it's a form of attitude that gets people there. Not just being cheap, or not spending any money. You actually have to spend money to make money, believe it or not, and you have to do it wisely. But um, right now, it's hard to say who's gonna be next. But if I were to quickly Google as to who is going to be next, as to who's going to join PayPal and Square into buying Bitcoin, we really don't know. It can be from Europe, it can be from Asia, it can be from the United States. Just the thing is, guys, I just don't see big financial institutions wanting to give power to Bitcoin holders, simply because Bitcoin holders would then get rich. They would make money off of their investment simply because they went first. And the way I look at it is, yes, the stock market and the cryptocurrency market, in a way, is a pyramid scheme. And let me explain why. And this is my opinion, guys. It's not any form of financial advice, but it's just my input and my opinion. So always do your own research, guys. And so the reason why I say that Bitcoin or stocks of any other form of investment, in a sense, is a pyramid scheme is simply because whoever goes first is pretty much going to be in a better position to make money. So, yes, the prices go up and down, but if you're looking at the stocks and the cryptocurrencies that have always gained in price, those that always go first generally buy the product, I'll put it this way, at a cheaper price. So if you're buying something at a cheaper price and you're going in first, then the next person that's going to buy after you is going to buy at a higher price, and the one that follows is going to be at a much higher price. So the example with PayPal and Square is actually a great one. So Square went in, and then PayPal went in. So it's a pyramid scheme. So whoever goes in next is pretty much going to be enriching PayPal and Square even more. So that's my view as to how it factors into being a pyramid. It's not entirely a pyramid scheme, but I hope you guys get my point as to what I'm trying to say, as to why I think it's a little tight. It's not fully a pyramid scheme, but it's like something similar along those lines. So yes, whoever goes in first will definitely be in a better position to make money, and will be therefore at a much safer position. So, and safety is important, like I said, guys. Whether that's with driving a car, or whether that's with investing, or that's with making food, that's with anything. Safety is an absolute necessity in life, and should always be prioritized, especially if you're dealing with money, right? So, we don't exactly know which financial institution or who's going to be coming up and investing next, now that PayPal and Square have joined the game. But I'm just trying to really Google it really quickly to see who it would be. I'm saying PayPal, Bitcoin, who's next? Let's see what comes up. It looks like, no, Venmo is with PayPal, so Venmo is definitely a name, but I think Venmo and PayPal pretty much did that together. So we don't exactly know which company is going to be next. We're not really getting a lot of news. I know Square, obviously, and then I think there's another company by the name of MicroStrategy that also went in. And then, yes, there's Fidelity backed, BAKKT, Stone Ridge, and MicroStrategy, along with PayPal and Square that are now officially in the game. So we don't know who's next until we actually see the news and make sure the information is solidified. But to be honest, guys, eBay might even get into the game. So I'm actually gonna predict that eBay might start taking Bitcoin for transactions. So I think eBay has. So I think there's a good chance that eBay might join along Square, PayPal, and Bakkt and Fidelity Group and the rest of them, to pretty much not be left out and keep up with the competition. So I know there's a couple big financial groups out there too, like Vanguard's Blackstone, that can definitely join the game, and I know that those financial groups will definitely make the Bitcoin price skyrocket. But again, I think it's those specific financial groups that don't want to put in their money and enrich so many others. So um, we'll have to wait and see. But guys, I'm gonna say eBay is next. So we won't know until we get the news out again. So PayPal joining is a big one, along with Square, because I know that Square was PayPal's main competitor whenever Jack Dorsey launched it. So he's piggybacking off Twitter's success there. So and Jack Dorsey, if you're listening, you gotta unblock the New York Post from Twitter. So if you're listening, Jack Dorsey, please unblock the New York Post from Twitter. And that wasn't fair. And it's been over a week now, so we'll wait and see what happens, guys. It's a crazy world. The elections are a couple days away. We don't know who's gonna win. There's nobody that can tell the future. I know that there's certain preparations. So we'll have to wait and see, guys. We don't know yet. No, nothing is certain yet as of this very moment. So, with that said, guys, be safe out there. I'm gonna be doing some videos on altcoins in the next couple days, so stay tuned for that. I do significant research and give very good reasoning as to why I believe that certain altcoins will make it in the future and what they quite much represent. So guys, if you're investing into the cryptocurrency market or any other thing, do your own due diligence, do your own research, and prioritize safety, and just be safe, guys. Just look after yourselves. But we'll see what's next for the for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space, and whether or not eBay will eventually join PayPal, Square, and the rest of them. So we'll definitely see who is next and what is next. So with that said, guys, I love you guys. Be safe out there. Be good out there. Drop some comments. Like my videos. Subscribe. Share it. And I'm going to catch you guys later, guys. Be good. Peace.